Hey there, once again, gang. It's your old Dave here. One of the episodes, I'm going to review the discography of a band that I enjoy very much, that I grew up with during the course of the 1990s, kind of similar to the Rancid gig, which I did a few days ago. And today, I'm going to be doing the Mighty Mighty Bosstones, ska band from obviously from Boston, a band who were very entertaining when I was younger, and still entertaining when I see them live. I've seen this band numerous times. I've lost count. I forget which year they formed, but they started off late '80s, I believe, at some point. But could be wrong on that. But yeah, they put on a hell of a show, and they made some pretty great albums. So I'm just gonna do a review of the albums which I find most appealing and most fun, and which really get me going. Just a heads up, I'm not doing the complete discography because, quite frankly, I think their last three albums weren't very good. I thought they sucked, quite frankly. I mean, The Magic of Youth, while we're at it, Pinpoints and Gin Joints, I mean, they had a few good tunes. That was just crap. I'm not doing that, man. Those albums weren't very good. That was like a whole bowl of shit with a one cup of piss, as far as I was concerned. That was just, it's not the Bosstones. Those last albums were not the Bosstones. It's too mellow. It's too slow. It's not that feeling that you get from the Bosstones that gets you going. It goes ripping. It's just slow, paced out shit compared to what they were, or what they used to put out, is what I should say. I understand that. I mean, the band gets older. Probably not the same band it was, back when it first broke out. But fuck, man, give us something. That's just my rant for about the Bosstones for the day. So I'm just gonna rank these albums, which I find pretty good. I mean, I'm including these albums because I think there's a few good songs on there that qualify to be in the range of the top albums. Don't Again, this is my opinion. You don't have to agree with me. I'm just giving you my take on the Bosstones' earlier work and small smidge of their latter work, not very much. So we're gonna start off with, let's see, where are you? Come out, wherever you are. And that was this one. Again, this is when they started kind of going down towards the slower pace of things, and that was 2000's Pay Attention. This is coming off the heels of their previous album, which I'll get to, which became like their commercial breakthrough, if you will, when they became more commercial, I should say. I mean, this is not great, but it's got a few good songs on it. It's got Let Me Be. So Sad to Say is pretty good. Allow Them's kind of fun. Over the Eggshells, that's kind of a fun song. The Day He Didn't Die just got somber and sad. Right on Broad Streets, I kind of liked. 1 Million Reasons, I like that. That's a good tune. The rest is just so and so as far as I was concerned. Again, this is when they started taking that turn towards slowing down their sound, but and that's basically that was basically the breakoff point for me, is when those albums started going that direction. So but there was still some songs included on this which I felt like were still in the Boston realm that we've grown to know and love. So yeah, I would give this about a C, honestly. Like I said, not crap, but you're borderline on crap as far as I'm concerned. So that's that. So the next one, this one was after that album actually, but it kind of went, for me, it went kind of bad to their sound. And that was 2002's A Jackknife to a Swan. There's a few songs on here that I felt like were kind of that Boston's sound that we all love and enjoy. I Want My City Back, Punchline, Shit Out of Luck, if you don't know, you don't buy the album. Mr. Moran, that's about Sammy Gravano. That's kind of a fun song. Jackknife to a Swan, you've just fucked up this. I totally fucked up the song. That was a Jackknife to a Swan, and he was gone. That was I Want My City Back. I think I mentioned it already, but still. The chance in the sun away. That's kind of a fun song. So this was okay. I mean, better than the previous album I just mentioned. Better than the other three shit ones that I mentioned beforehand. I was entertained by this. Again, not great, not by any means great, but you know, it was still that Boston sound that I really dug. It really, yeah, got my fist pumping. You know, I just want to get in the start scarring and dancing, like fuck yeah, you know. Yeah, so I give this for a grade. I'll give it a vote B minus maybe. Yeah, you think I'm fucking crazy, but you know what? A lot of people do. That's something new. Okay, what's the next item up for bids? Again, that commercial breakthrough I was talking about was this. It was 1997's Let's Face It. This is coming off about a couple of years after they had appeared in the movie Clueless. And this is basically when they went commercial, or some people will say sell out. They signed to a major record company, which was Mercury. They had a video on MTV. You know, they became more mainstream, if you will. But this wasn't a bad album. I kind of dug this. You know, this was a decent. The Noise Brigade, down for a dozen. Rascal King's a great song. One of the best videos I've ever seen. They're really entertaining. Another drinking song, that's kind of like a downer alcoholic song, but I don't want, whenever a drinking song, not to condone it, but whenever a drinking song, I want to hear, yeah, let's get a beer in there and toast and party. That's what I want to hear. Number Days, so, 1, 2, 1, 2, what's in the stew? That's a fun song. Yeah, I mean, the impression that I get, I mean, I liked it, but that's when I played, and, you know, when I was in high school, everybody kind of, anybody who wasn't already familiar with the Boston's kind of jumped on the Boston's bandwagon, thinking that they were a new band, which was total bullshit. You fucking ignoramus, I thought at the time, but, you know, hey, that was young, and I was stupid. And it was wrong for me to accuse people of not knowing the band, because, you know what, I don't know every band, so... But, you know, this is the album that I say my mindset went down. Mindset might have taken a downturn. It started changing things, but it wasn't terrible. It definitely wasn't like the previous albums, but I liked it. It was a good tune. A good album, I should say. Yeah, let's face it. Hey, face it. It's pretty good. There's your terrible pun for the day. Alrighty, what's the next item up for bids? That was the album prior to that, and that was Question the Answers. This was a good one. I enjoyed this very much. This came out in 1994. Kind of words, you know, that's did it. Video is pretty cool. They're all a bunch of them on a paddy wagon together, which is pretty cool. Talks of Toast, good tune. You know, jump through the hoops. Pictures to prove it, hell of a hat. Yeah, there's some solid tunes on it. I enjoy this very much. First time I saw the Boston's was on this tour, which was in October of 1995. I was at the Worcester Rad. Me and a bunch of my buds we got a bus and we drove down there, and yeah, I mean that was pretty cool. One of the best shows I've ever been to. It was a lot of fun. Actually, I did see them at up in Curry College. Not Curry. I'm sorry. What the hell was it? It's in Beverly. Endicott, thank you. Endicott College, where they did a show in the gymnasium due to a rainstorm, but they didn't postpone. They moved into a gym, and that was pretty fucking cool. I enjoyed that very much. But this is a good one. I do recommend this highly. Definitely, it's not the best, but it's one of the best. All these are all solid. The rest of my albums are all solid Boston albums that I all enjoy very much, but they all serve their purpose in their own right. All right, let's see. What's the next item up for bids? Don't Know How to Party. I really like this. This is, of course, like I said, these albums are all cool, but yeah, Less Dead Mouse, the title track, I Don't Know How to Party. Sunday, I Suppose. Yeah, good one. Yeah, so that's about it. You know, the opening, Holy Smoke, 10 Soldiers, Almost Anything Goes, yeah. Very, very good. 737 Shoe Glue. Excuse me. Yeah. Holy Smoke, yeah. Good times. Holy Smoke, you did it, birds, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, I want to get in the sky. I just want to start dancing. I'm going to go pitting, yeah. Woo, get you going. Big time. Yeah, this is definitely a solid one for me. First album I've ever listened to, I should say. I borrowed the CD from a friend of mine and played it, and I was like, wow, this is something. This is something pretty cool. This is something really. These guys got really something going on here, and I really dig it. And I want to get more into it, and I did, and I'm very thankful that I did because it was something that got me introduced to the Bosstones, got me introduced to their sound and shows that they put on, and I've seen numerous of them, like I previously stated. But Don't Know How to Party was the gateway for me. Absolutely. No doubt about that one. All right. Well, I'll put that up there. The next two ones are going to be tough because, these are the ones I really, really dig. But, all right. Number 2 for me is going to be Devil's Night Out. Great record. Devil's Night Out. How I Am. Hope I never lose my... Yeah. Hope I never lose my wallet to those kids. The Bartender's Son. Just crazy. Yeah. This is really... Oh, yeah, it's a good time. Good time record. Devil's Night Out. Yeah. I enjoyed this very much. This to me was the Bosstones sound that we have grown to know and love. It defined it. Loved it. Still do to this day. I hold it very dear to me, especially at this point in my life. It reminds me of my younger days. Well, slightly younger days. I'm not that old. But this is very good. I thoroughly enjoy this album, Devil's Night Out. We used to put this in the record player back when we were teenagers, and we were just jamming. And it was like a whole new world. We were in our own world, and we were just loving it. Loved it. All right, number 2, Devil's Night Out. All right, but the granddaddy for me, the one and only, the album for me that defines the Bosstones was the very first Bosstones CD that I ever purchased. And that for me, my friends, was More Noise No Disturbances. This is great. Awfully quiet. Where did you go? Dr. D. It can't hurt. What's that stick? Hell, I'll trade to that. Guns in the Young. He's back. They came to Boston. The whole fucking album was just great. Phenomenal. There's not one song I dislike on this album. This is fucking solid. I enjoy this very, very much. Not the first time I got into the Bosstones, but like I said, the first album that I actually purchased it. And I put this motherfucker in the CD player. For you kids who don't know what CDs are, this is what these are. But I used to put this bad boy in the CD player and just play the shit out of it. I actually had to get another one because I scratched that one because I played it so damn much. But yeah, this is the creme de la creme for me as far as the Bosstones. The Bosstones that we all know and love. The scarring, the dancing, get you going, feeling it. It's honestly, look how animated I'm getting just thinking about it. But yeah, More Noise No Disturbances. This is the creme de la creme of the Bosstones as far as I'm concerned. Devil's Night Out, the three other albums I previously mentioned. I mean, Devil's Night Out's a close number 2 for me, but this definitely takes the cake. This is the one I salute to. I bow to. This is the bar. That's that, my friends. All right, so there you go. That is my take on the Bosstones discography, the ones that I dig. The other 3 can go, take a hike and shit in the woods somewhere as far as I'm concerned. But they're very solid records. Obviously, the Bosstones really aren't the same band as far as putting up the material goes, but they still put on a hell of a show if you ever see them in concert, especially at the Hotel Throwdown. That's still very entertaining. I still will support the band. I probably won't buy another album, but I definitely still will support the band. I'll listen to it and see what I think. But you know what? For me, the earlier Bosstones is what you get. That is the pinnacle of the band, and I hope you enjoyed this. Again, the Bosstones have a few more albums out, B-sides and so forth. But like I said, when I do these things, I just do the studio albums, just because that's material that they wrote, and sometimes what they wrote. But you get your ears got to listen to it for the first time. So when I do these things, just know I do the studio albums. I don't do any B-sides, compilations, any of that stuff. But all right, so that was my review for the Bosstones. I'm gonna try to think of a band to do at some points. I don't know who, but I will keep you posted. I hope you enjoyed. Again, everybody stay safe. Take care of your loved ones, and I will see you around. All right, peace out. See you later.